you. Okay. We're going to keep that in. Hey, guys, so what's up? This is the Till the Last Credit Podcast, Episode 4.
Darren's Hour.
Darren's Hour. This is Darren's Hour now. But, yeah, we're here to just talk movies, talk TV, movies, anything in entertainment, really. Anything that's happened within the last week, we pretty much talk about here.
You guys should know this by now.
Yes. Here on this podcast for any of the new listeners that come along. But, introducing...
Dylan.
Introducing some of our regulars today. Miller, how you doing?
Good.
Dylan, how you doing?
Well, GTA Online still isn't working, so pretty bad.
That's not what I asked. Will, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Great, Captain Fantastic. All right,
he says the same thing every single time. He always says he's doing fantastic.
Hey,
that's because I'm unimaginative. Shut the fuck up.
It's the same setup every single time. Like,
I'm just making a joke.
work on a better sarcastic voice.
He's consistent. Let's just say that. All right.
Fuck your city joke.
Okay,
yeah,
then.
Very consistent.
Now I'm sad. I'm even more sad now than I was before.
Alright, so, let's get into this. Okay, our first topic for today, the Batman might actually have a director this time. That might not leave. Maybe. Who knows?
Oh, we got a few months.
Yeah, we got a few months. Hell, we might even have a week, the way the DCU has been going. But, according to Variety, Matt Reeves has been selected as the successor to the DCU's solo Batman film, taking the reins from Ben Affleck. Nothing has been officially confirmed by Warner Brothers. The outlet is simply reporting that Reeves has agreed to the project, but he hasn't signed on to he hasn't signed the necessary papers to go forward with it. So he, if you don't know who Matt Reeves is, he's directed Let the Right One In. He's directed
Let Me In.
Thanks. Sorry. Yes, it was the remake of Let the Right One In. Let Me In. He's also directed Cloverfield, and he's in charge. He's really done a great job with giving the Apes franchise Rise of the Planet, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and as we're seeing with War of the Planet of the Apes, he's brought that back into a modern reemergence. So yes, just kicking off, Dylan, what do you think of Matt Reeves taking over for the Batman? I know you were super excited to see Ben Affleck do this film, but now that he's out, are you okay with Matt Reeves taking over for Affleck?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. He wasn't my first choice. I like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I don't like Cloverfield, but I really like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I haven't seen Let Me In, but I'm pretty sure Matt Reeves will make a good movie. It's just whether it will be whether I want it to be special, and I hope you can. You've said that every single time.
Well, it's true.
I haven't watched Let Me In. You gotta let me watch it.
Oh.
But I just hope he can bring something special to the Batman, and as long as Joe Manganiello is still on, I'm hyped.
Yeah, good.
Tomorrow, breaking Joe Manganiello. Batman.
I mean, he did sign on to Rampage, so who knows? Maybe he wanted to play a fucking crocodile instead of Deathstroke. Miller, hi.
Like, The Rock's just like, hey man, if this thing goes south, I got another job lined up for you.
I got you, bro. I got you. Hey, how you feeling about the Fast and Furious franchise? You like driving cars? But
why has he not been in the Fast and Furious franchise? Oh my god.
Why hasn't anyone been in the Fast and Furious franchise? It's like anybody can really jump in.
Yeah.
But Miller, how do you feel about Matt Reeves taking over for the Batman?
I think he's a great choice. I mean, I don't really care for. I think Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is okay. Great visual, great monkey characters, but
they're apes.
But yeah, apes. A monkey just sounded.
Yeah, get it right, you fucking monkist.
I knew it was apes. By the title, monkey is a more fun word to say, so I didn't really care. But the apes in that movie are spectacular, but the human characters are beyond generic, which no one recognizes. But anyway, I think I haven't seen Cloverfield in a while, but I so I can't really exactly say what I think about that movie. But I think he did a great job with Let Me In. He has a really cool, distinct style that I think will work well for the Batman because there's this one shot in Let Me In, which is like a continuous shot of a car crash, and it's beautiful. So I'm really interested to see what he's going to do with this. And he also did he created Felicity with JJ. That's really cool and interesting. So yeah, hopefully he doesn't leave because I'm really curious to see what he does with it, and it would just be really unfortunate if he does. But if he does, it wouldn't be that surprising given Warner Brothers and how much of a piece of shit they are when it comes to making these DC movies. So because you had Lego Batman come out, which is the best for DC movie since 2012, arguably, or even earlier. So whatever.
Yeah, I kind of think it's the best DC movie since 2008. But
Yeah.
yeah. But Will, what do you think of? Are you excited for? Because Will, you're also a person that's very excited to see. I mean, we were all excited, but Will and Dylan were really excited because they are the DCEU cheerleaders of this group. So you guys were really excited. You were really excited to see Ben Affleck take over for Ben Affleck direct the Batman. But are you more at ease with Matt Reeves directing the Batman and Warner Brothers moving forward with finding another Batman? I mean, finding another director for the Batman?
No, and let me tell you why. Because of the statements that Ben Affleck made, and because of how much of how on board he was with this movie, and that, you know, he said that nothing would, basically, he left the impression that the only thing that would stop him from directing this movie was if it wasn't going to be good. And so, yeah, the fact that he left, nothing is going to make me excited for this movie again until it's actually out and I can watch it for myself. Because in the back of my mind, I'm always going to have that Warner Brothers chased Ben Affleck off. And it's not that Ben Affleck, it's not that they chased him off. It's that they chased him off because they're making it bad. Like, that's the only thing I can reconcile right now. So when they give me a movie and it's good, then I'll say, you know what, that was good. But right now, I'm just kind of really, like, fuck Warner Brothers. I really am. Like, and yeah, I love Man of Steel. I love Batman versus Superman. I've been the biggest DCEU cheerleader. And ever since Suicide Squad, it's just gone down the fucking toilet. And I'm pissed off. And it has nothing to do with Ben Affleck or Matt Reeves. I think Matt Reeves would be a wonderful director if I had any confidence in Warner Brothers, which at this point, sadly, I do not.
So you're okay with the talent being involved. You're just not in charge. You're just not at ease with the overseers.
Yes, I'm definitely good. I'm definitely good with Matt Reeves. You know, all the things that have been brought up, Planet of the Apes, yeah, he's got a really good track record, and I'm very optimistic about his ability to direct a good movie. What I'm not optimistic about is Warner Brothers' ability to get the fuck out of the kitchen.
Yeah. I mean, me
Very
personally,
good
that's
analogy.
Yeah, that is. But me personally, I love that Matt Reeves is taking over this project. I think he can really explore the psyche of this Batman, which is something I really want to see. This is a very broken man. He's gone through a lot. This is a Batman, unlike any of the other ones we've seen in the year, in at least in the past few years, where, you know, the Nolan's Batman was only Batman for like a year, when you really think about it. And this Batman,
fucking pussy.
I wouldn't say a year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was the time between Batman Begins and The Dark Knight was a year. And then he took 8 years off and came back. So, like a year and a few.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, a year and a few months, give or take. But I like this Batman. He's been doing it for 20 years, and you can really explore the psyche if this takes place after Justice League. Of, you know, what makes him go that far? What makes him, you know, will he ever kill again? What, you know, will Deathstroke or whatever villain make him want to kill again? And I think Reeves can explore that territory, and he can bring a fantastic scope to Gotham City or wherever this movie takes place. So that's one thing I'm really excited about. I'm glad that Warner Brothers found a director that hasn't directed a superhero movie, but he knows how to control the environments of a big budget project. So I'm just glad they went after someone of this pedigree. But like Will said, it's just like, I just hope they can keep him and that they let him do his thing. Because that's just the worry about Warner Brothers now. You know, it's just like, are you going to be? You've always promised that you're at a director's studio. Keep that promise. Stand stand up to that and actually do it and actually do it. So yeah, I mean, I hope Matt Reeves can deliver. I hope Ben Affleck is still in this as an actor, so he can bring us a great performance. And whoever ends up writing the script, I hope they can deliver something that is worthy of a Batman. So of a Batman film. So,
and as a collaborator, because Affleck did collaborate with Zack Snyder quite a bit on Batman versus Superman. So even though he wasn't actually the director of that movie or credited as the director of that movie, he and Zack Snyder together had a lot of creative input into that movie. So hopefully at least Affleck is still able to have some degree of control over...
Well, he's producing it.
Right. And, hopefully he does have some amount of creative input, because I think Ben Affleck really does understand Batman. He really does get the character. And yeah, I think having his input would be very helpful to the project.
Yeah, so moving on, we're going to move on to Halloween. Halloween is coming back. It was announced earlier this week that I almost said Rob Zombie. Oh God. That John Carpenter took to his Facebook to announce Carpenter. It's late, guys. It's late. Carpenter took to his Facebook, saying in a post,
Facebook.
Face.
I heard Facebook.
Face off. Okay, sorry, but yeah, he took
Facebook.
He took to his Facebook to announce. So you say you want a revolution. You say you want to shake things up and bring back Halloween and make it rock again. Well, so do I. So here's the announcement you've all been waiting for. David Gordon Green and David McBride are joining the project to complete.
David McBride.
Okay, so we're going to take it back. All right, and okay, take two. David Gordon Green and Danny McBride are joining the project to complete the creative team. David and Danny will write the script together, and David will direct. I will continue in my executive producer role to consult and offer any advice and feedback as needed. And so David and Danny went to his office, Carpenter's office. They pitched him something that really caught him, and he might come back for the music. He might even come back to score the music, and it has a release date of October 19th, 2018. David Gordon Green, he's a really big fan of the Halloween franchise, and Danny McBride is a very talented comic, and I think he's a very versatile actor. If you've seen in Up in the Air, or we've seen he's going to be in the Alien Covenant as well. I think he can do more than comedy, and he even added that Dave and I are thrilled to step outside of our comedic collaborations and dive into a dark, vicious horror. No one will be laughing. So Miller, are you excited to see this out of the box choice with the direction of the Halloween reboot? Are you excited to see these guys take it over?
Fuck yes. Give me this movie now. I was excited for this movie before because John Carpenter was producing, and he hadn't been involved with the franchise since Halloween 3, I think. I can't remember how much he did in between. But, yeah, I'm really excited because I like the whole, what he said, about mixing it up and bringing these people who aren't exactly in, David Gordon Green did Joe, which is a drama, and David McBride's done some drama stuff acting-wise. So I'm really curious to see what they can bring to this movie, because I think it'll be really special from it coming from them and John Carpenter. And they also mentioned the whole thing about it taking place after Halloween 3 and wiping Superman returning and wiping everything out of the timeline. So I'm really curious to see how that'll be pulled off. So yeah, I can't wait for this movie.
They're going to get the Flash to run really, really fast and change a lot of shit up. But I actually didn't know that David Gordon Green directed Joe. A lot of people praise that movie for getting a really good performance out of Nick Cage.
I took a class, or a screenwriting class, by the guy who wrote that movie, actually.
Nice. Dylan, are you excited to see Michael Myers return with McBride and Gordon Green?
Holy fuck, yes. Just like Miller. Oh my god, I am so on board with this. I would have never in a million years thought of them directing a Halloween movie, but I'm so excited. It's like Miller told me the other day. It's like the movie gods took Ben Affleck from us and got David Gordon Green and Danny McBride for the Halloween reboot. Oh my god, I'm so fucking excited. And if John Carpenter scores the music, that's even more amazing. I'm so fucking excited. Give me this movie now. I cannot wait until 2018. That's going to be an amazing year.
Yeah, hopefully everything that year delivers. So Will, are you a big fan of the Halloween franchise, and are you excited to see Mr. Myers return with these new creatives?
Mr. Myers.
Not
Mr. Myers,
even a little bit.
Bring me your dreams.
I don't like slasher movies. I think they're cheap entertainment. And, I'm not a big fan of slasher movies. Not a big fan of Halloween in specific. That said, I am kind of curious how you get more rock and roll than Rob Zombie.
Huh.
What?
You know.
Well, didn't they say something about putting like the rock and roll back into the Halloween movies or something?
He said, do you want to shake things up again and bring back Halloween and make it rock again?
Oh, make it rock as in the verb.
Yeah.
Okay, I misunderstood the quote then. Because I'm sitting here like, how are you gonna say that you're gonna be more rock and roll than Rob Zombie?
You're gonna have Michael Myers with his electric guitar.
I'd be into it.
Yeah, this is a big disinterest for me, and not because of the creative team involved, but because of the subject matter. So.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I'm actually really excited for this because I like when people step out of their boundaries and at least look. This movie may fail, this movie may suck really, really badly, but I like that they're taking. It's ambitious. They're taking the steps necessary to say, look, we're gonna step out of our comfort zone a little bit, and we're gonna make a big horror movie. And it's the same. It's similar to what Jordan Peele is doing with Get Out. And he also teamed up with, Jordan Peele from Key and Peele. You know this guy for, making you laugh. He gives you, lots of yucks. But you wouldn't expect him to go direct some psychological horror film. And from everything we're hearing from that film, it's really good. So, and I like that they're under the guidance of Jason Blum. He produces he's in charge of Blumhouse. And they, they're hit and miss, but most of the time, when they hit, they really do hit. So... I really am really happy to see David Gordon Green and McBride take over this franchise, and I'm happy that they got the blessing of John Carpenter. I really do hope he returns for the music, because the music for me, that's the most memorable thing about Halloween. I love the first one, but that's just like the music, just it creates everything for me, and it's something I really do cherish. So hopefully they can deliver on this film, and hopefully we can have a scary Halloween movie, because we're desperately in the need for one. So
whatever. The first Rob Zombie one was pretty fucking freaky.
Whatever. I mean, whatever. But we're moving on. So
it's also been a decade since that movie, regardless.
Yeah, times have changed, man. But yeah, moving on. So on Friday we got a big surprise from the folks at Marvel. It's kind of unprecedented. It started off with Robert Downey Jr. doing a live stream from the Infinity War set in Pinewood Studios in Atlanta, and then within that live stream, we got Star-Lord showed up, Tom Holland showed up, the Russo brothers showed up, and then it kind of cut off as soon as Star-Lord showed up, and then like a few minutes later, Marvel posted a start of production video. Showing us on set of the Avengers Infinity War. We get to see some mangled landscape. I'm not really gonna. I don't know what that was. I don't know if you guys are going to venture into describe what you think that was. And we also got to see Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Star-Lord standing side by side each other. We got to see more concept art. We got to the official confirmation, even though we've all known, but the official confirmation that the Guardians of the Galaxy will be in Infinity War. Along with some concept art of Rocket Raccoon and Thor fighting side by side. So yeah, I mean, it was just a nice... I like the way this video was set up. It reminded me a lot of what Lucasfilm has been doing with their Star Wars behind-the-scenes videos, adding a little bit of gravitas to them, and really making you feel like you're somewhat included into the project, into the process, and letting you get a little bit of a sneak peek into what they're doing over there while filming. It's really excited me for the film. So, Miller, did this excite you any more, or is your excitement for this film still where it was? Did you like this behind the scenes video?
Yeah, that was a great video, but I mean, it didn't really excite me anymore. But I mean, I don't hold it against it. I wouldn't have expected it to. Yeah, but it was a cool look and do something different. And that I don't know if you have any theories about Darren, but that I was telling Dylan, and I think Will was here too at the time, that the set that Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., and Chris Pratt are in front of, it looks like the set from Age of Ultron where they're all dead.
Huh, didn't think about that one.
I saw someone point that out, and I was like, oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Huh. Dylan, what do you think? Did you like this video? Did it excite you anymore, or are you still stagnant? And do you have any ideas of what exactly that landscape is?
I agree with Miller on the landscape thing, but it didn't really get me any more excited, or it didn't make me any less excited. It was just a behind-the-scenes video. The music was cool, but it was just a cool behind-the-scenes video, and it didn't really do much for me.
Yeah. Will, how about you? Did it excite you any more? What do you think that landscape was, or what were your thoughts on this video?
No, I don't think it excited me any more or any less, really. Much like Miller and Dylan, it just kind of left me neutral. It was an interesting video. It does also, though, I mean, this movie worries me because, all right, first of all, I'm a big believer that there's no such thing as too many characters as long as the characters are used properly. And Marvel has done a great job of having characters, like many characters in these movies, and using them well. That said, though, there's more characters in the movie than have ever been. I mean, we're talking about presumably most of the Avengers that we've seen so far, including in Civil War. And, I mean, who knows who else? Doctor Strange, this movie is just, like, I don't know. This is, like, the entire Marvel Universe in one movie. And yeah, I get it's the culmination of everything they've been working for 3 phases. I mean, this is basically the climax to the third act of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I get that it has to be big, but this movie boggles my fucking mind. And I'm sure it'll be good. I'm sure Marvel will make it good, but it just, the scope is like, I literally can't grasp this fucking movie.
Cannot compute.
Right, like, I just can't even.
Yeah, but, I mean, for me personally, I agree with you slightly that it's just like, how the fuck are they going to pull this off? But that's one of the fun things about it. Look, I mean, I don't mind that there's so many characters in this movie, because that's the point. They're going in with, that's how they're going into this. This is...
like Lego Batman.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is everything that's supposed... This is the culmination. This is the giant party. This is the fucking Super Bowl. This is, like, everything that you wanted to happen. This is, like, every single season finale to an animated superhero show. It's always, all the characters show up and save the fucking world. And this is what this is. Everybody's on, all hands on deck. They're fighting some mad purple guy that's finally sitting up in his chair. Yeah, so I'm really excited about Infinity War. And this
he looks pimp in that photo.
He does. He really does. He looks like
I want to go to, like, Thanos' like nightclub or gay bar, and I want to see that spin off.
Where are the stones? But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about this.
Your stones right here.
I'm really excited about this, and this did piqued my interest a little bit more. As Dylan said, I love the music in this video. I love Kevin Feige explaining the use of Thanos in this film and the Russos. I like that there are creatives behind this project that really believe in the characters. And I like that this confirms that this is happening. There's no delay. There's no nothing. This is actually happening. They're filming right now as we speak. This is happening. And I'm like that confirmation, and I'm not really going to venture into whatever that set was. I like the theory that is where the Avengers died. But what really more piqued my interest is how do Spider-Man, Star-Lord, and Tony Stark meet each other, and how do they get to that place? So that's one thing that really piqued my curiosity. But yeah, overall, I really like that video, and we're moving on now. Also earlier this week, it was announced that Scarface, Anton Fuqua has left the Scarface reboot for Equalizer.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know. But he had commitments. I like the Equalizer, but I mean, if I want to see Equalizer 2 or Scarface, I'm going to see Scarface.
Plus, if Denzel Washington directed Equalizer 2, both movies would be better off.
Yeah, so I mean, that'd be fine. But Diego Luna has been cast as the main character in the Scarface reboot, and we also found out that the Coen brothers are writing a script, are writing the script for this movie, and that took my excitement for this movie from like a 5 to like a 20. I mean, I'm really excited about this thing now. But Dylan, how are you more looking forward to the Scarface reboot or remake?
Holy fucking shit! I'm so excited.
Oh, so you want from being like fuck this movie to being like I'm excited.
Yes, I went from saying fuck this movie to this being one of my most anticipated movies of 2018.
Because Star Wars is in it?
No,
Oh.
because of the possibility of David Mackenzie directing it, the Coen Brothers script, and Diego Luna being cast as Scarface.
Did David Mackenzie do anything besides Hell?
Yeah, he has, but I'm not sure what. But yeah, I think Diego Luna. I think that is casting. I think that is the best person
I agree.
they could have chosen. David Mackenzie, I think that's also perfect. I really like Hell or High Water, and I think he could do something really special with this. But we don't know for sure if he's directing it yet. It could also go to Pete Berg, which is also a good choice.
That would be.
Coen Brothers and the Coen Brothers script. That's probably the most exciting thing for me, because I never in a million years thought that would actually happen. But it seems like they actually are trying to take their time and trying to put care into this movie and not just make it a cash grab. So I'm incredibly excited.
Yeah, David Mackenzie has also done, I'm just going to go back the last 5-ish years, Spread, Perfect Sense, You Instead, Startup, and...
He did Spread?
Yeah, and Hell or High Water. But Dylan, not Dylan, Dylan just talked. Miller, what do you think about possibility of David Mackenzie taking over Peter Berg, and are you excited for a Coen Brothers scripted Diego Luna starring Scarface movie?
Well, I kind of hate Hell or High Water, so
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Will, I'm joking.
But Dave Mackenzie, he might do a good job if he does it. I wouldn't be against it, partly because I don't really care about this movie. But I've definitely cared more about it now since the Coen Brothers are doing it. Like, I think, not that the Coen Brothers would do a bad job, though. I think, like, if they did a script and then they got a director, it might, like, their styles might clash. So I think that could be a mess. But I think it would just maybe be better off if the Coen Brothers just directed it themselves. But I mean, it might happen, but probably not. But yeah, and I think Diego Luna, I agree with Dylan. He's a perfect choice, and I'm really curious to see what he does, because I thought he was, despite his horrible, horrible character in Rogue One, I thought he did a great job, and I'm really curious to see what he does with like a villainy, really evil role like this.
Yeah. Will, I know you have some mixed reactions on this remake, but are you excited for a daily? Are you at all excited about a Coen Brothers scripted film?
The answer is yes.
Well, like you said, yeah, I'm torn because the talent behind this movie is phenomenal. And yeah, if you're just trying to do exactly what Al Pacino already did, then yeah, Diego Luna is a good choice, and he's actually, Hispanic and not an Italian pretending to be a Hispanic. But that said, I'm not one of these people that's like, no, Scarface is sacred, you can't touch it, because the 1980s Scarface is already a remake of a movie from the 30s. We already know that. But the two movies are almost so different that while they share a lot of themes, they're almost two completely different movies, with the same name. The 1930s movie was about an Italian mobster bootlegger. The 80s movie is about a Cuban drug lord, cocaine dealer or whatever. I would like to see them do something different. I don't want to see them... I'm fine with them doing Scarface, and I'm fine with them, that movie again. Something different with it. Go in a different direction. Maybe make him, a Haitian time and have it set... Well, the 80s movie was set in Miami, too. But, just do something different. I mean, yeah, I'm torn because I'm sure this is going to be a phenomenal movie. But in the back of my mind, I just also really wish that they would do something different with it. Put their own spin on it.
We don't know that they're not.
No, but all the evidence points to that.
What evidence?
What's the movie going to be about?
We don't know. That's what we're saying.
Right, exactly. But we can infer from context that it's pretty much going to be a remake of the Brian De Palma movie. And pretty much probably a straight remake of it. I mean, we can infer that much from context.
How?
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I'd love to be wrong. Like I said, I'm not against this movie. I'm just torn because, what I'm seeing from it is not what I'd like to be seeing from it. But I'm completely on board with giving the movie a chance.
Yeah.
I just wish that it was more drastically different than what it's looking to be.
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from. I'm excited for this film. Look, just Coen Brothers writing, Diego Luna speaking Coen Brothers dialogue, and possibly directed by David Mackenzie or Peter Berger, someone of a great pedigree, really excites me for this movie that I didn't really have any excitement to go with. I mean, I like that Anton Fuqua was doing it, but at the same time, it's just like, that's give or take. But yeah, I really want to see this movie come to fruition and be something special, be a remake worth remaking. So, a remake to a remake that's worth remaking. But, yeah, I hope it turns out well, and I hope it turns out to be something special.
So, can we all agree to start calling this a three-make?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Hashtag 3make.
And I'm also starting to notice that I'm being really like the negative fucking Nancy in this entire podcast.
Well,
I'm totally a downer in this episode.
Hint, it might change pretty soon. Our next topic is the Iron Fist trailer. This week, Netflix released the trailer for Iron Fist. What is this? The third trailer?
Third trailer.
Yeah. Okay. So they released the third.
Yeah,
trailer.
people are making a big deal about it, but we've seen 2 other trailers.
Yeah, and this was the only one that's really given us a lot to chew on. It revealed a lot about Danny Rand, where he's he came from Kumala or some shit. I don't know. Some foreign place. Where he came from. That did sound kind of racist. I'm sorry. Yeah, where he came from.
Sounded so regretful.
Where he came from, what his mission is, and we get a few more looks at the Iron Fist, and Danny Rand in action, and his villains. A few looks at his villains. So, Dylan, what'd you think about? No, actually, never mind. Will, what'd you think about this trailer?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm on board. I'm on board with this series. I've loved everything that Netflix has thrown at us so far. So
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't see this third trailer.
I'm gonna roll the dice again. Dylan, what'd you think about this trailer?
I thought it was really bad. It as a wise man that I once knew said, it looks like every superhero show mixed in a blender, and I don't like that. It looks generic. It looks bland. It looks like a hippie version of Arrow season 1.
Hippie version.
And that's not really a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. It looks like a CW show, actually, and with better effects.
A CW show that doesn't know it's a CW show.
And I have read, even though I didn't watch this trailer, I did read a couple articles that I guess a lot of people are comparing this to Arrow for the first season.
It's
is
a
that
lot
is
like the
that
first
accurate?
season of Arrow.
It's basically like the same exact fucking plot to a point.
Which was funny because I thought the same thing about the first season of Daredevil, but that it was Arrow's first season like kicked into overdrive.
Yeah, it's nothing like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought this was a really bad trailer, and it sucks because I really like the first 2 trailers. I'm still hyped, and I'm still going to watch it, but this was a really bad trailer.
I don't care about these Netflix shows anymore. Really.
Yeah, so Miller, you didn't like this trailer either, I'm guessing.
I thought it was pretty awful. Yeah. I don't really care about the show. I mean, I don't really care about any of the Netflix shows, to be honest. Anymore. I don't know. Or I care about Daredevil season 3, but that's about it.
Punisher?
I don't know. Like, I'm not even that excited for the Defenders. Maybe like when I get footage or something. But right now I'm kind of just like whatever about it.
Yeah.
I'm curious, but yeah.
Yeah, me personally, look, I mean, I'm excited. I went to New York Comic Con and I got to see some clips from Iron Fist. I got to see the hallway fight. I got the beginning of this trailer. I got to see that in full. I got to see I'm forgetting her name. One of the main female character. I got to see her kick ass in a cage fight. But I mean, it's just like it's hard for this series. This series is kind of consumed by my excitement for the Defenders, and this trailer is just so average. Like, there's nothing special about this trailer at all. Except for, I mean, even the music they threw behind is like, what the fuck is this? You know, I mean, because all the trailers for the other Netflix Marvel series have been great. Like, the Luke Cage trailer from last year, that was my favorite trailer. That was one of my 2 favorite trailers from last year. And, Yeah, and this trailer is just really generic. The only good thing about it is at the end, when he says, "I am the Iron Fist," and he blows up a floor or something.
It was really cheesy.
Yeah, but it was, but like, he blew up a floor, so I don't...
It was awesome.
That was awesome. But yeah.
That was awesome. But how he said that, how he delivered that.
No, I just mean, I think how Aaron was like, yeah, that's bad, but he blew up a floor.
Yeah, so, I mean... And I do know that Iron Fist is supposed to be lighter than the other Netflix shows because he's a younger character, but I don't know, man. I just hope this delivers, and I just hope this isn't a placeholder for the Defenders. I hope that this is actually a show worth watching, and it's not just, there's this thing, and then here's this bigger thing that you're obviously looking forward to. So, yeah, not the best trailer in the world, Netflix. Hopefully you release something worthwhile. But the funny thing is,
with Iron Fist, I keep forgetting it's happening.
Yeah, I mean, this shit's coming out next month.
I can't forget all these are happening.
Yeah, the show's coming out next month, and I do keep on feeling like, oh, this is happening. So, yeah.
Well, and I agree with what Darren said. My anticipation for the Defenders is kind of overriding anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iron Fist is coming out. That's great. We all love to see Iron Fist. When is the Defenders coming?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, I would rather see that first.
And especially knowing that, that Daredevil is skipping a year before season 3, it's like, fuck, I need my Daredevil fix. God damn it.
I need that fix.
I need more than Daredevil episodes. But, yeah, so that Iron Fist...
Shit they got. Yeah. It was a generic episode, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that episode, that 2-minute episode, yeah. So yeah, moving on to another karate chopping thing. The Lego Ninjago movie trailer was released. This is the third trailer in the Lego franchise, starting off with the Lego movie, and then with the Lego Batman movie following that, which you can see this weekend. You can see in theaters now. This trailer, Lego Ninjago is based off of they did an adaptation on it on Cartoon Network that I actually found kind of charming. It was pretty good. It's about a bunch of ninjas that are protecting the city. Think Power Rangers in a way. They protect a city named Ninjago. So that's all I really know about that. But yeah,
you guys are gonna die now.
Miller,
I got your family trapped up in the basement.
It puts the lotion on its skin. But
that's not creepy at all.
Miller, what did you think of this trailer?
I didn't give a fuck about this movie when they announced it. I'm like, I like the Lego movie, but I just don't. And Lego Batman, I mean, at the time I hadn't seen it, but it looked good. But I just didn't care. But then I saw the trailer during Lego Batman, and I'm into it. I like the humor they're implementing. It doesn't look forced or anything, and I think Dave Franco looks like he's doing the right word, but like unique job. Like it looks like he's bringing something different to these movies and making with these Lego movies, you've had very distinct main characters. Like you had Emmett from, I think that was the name from the Lego movie. Then you had Batman, Lego Batman, obviously, and then you have this guy in, I keep forgetting the title. But yeah, I think it looks funny, and I like the humor they're bringing to it, and it looks like it's just really having fun with itself, and it's not taking itself seriously like it could have and destroyed the movie. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. And the plot is actually 6 teenagers are hired by an old master and become ninjas at night, defeating monsters, riding awesome vehicles. And meanwhile, a hungry warlord plots revenge on his brother, who is the master of the trained ninjas. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun,
Will, what did you think of this? Will, what did you think of this trailer?
He didn't watch it. I guarantee it.
He watched it.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dylan is correct. I did not watch it.
I thought you said it looked good.
No, I didn't say it. No. What?
You said it looked good in the chat.
No, I was making a 50 Shades of Grey joke and then said, oh, by the way, I was referring to Lego Ninja. That was a joke, man.
What?
Yeah!
That was a
What's
joke.
the Okay.
That was clearly a joke.
Okay, I know you're talking about them, but I could have sworn, I gotta look back, because I could have sworn you said you watched that trailer.
Dylan!
No, I have no interest in this, so I didn't watch it.
Dylan! What did you think about the Lego Ninjago trailer?
I think it looks really fun and looks hilarious.
I only give a gun point to your head.
What?
I don't know why, but you said you suddenly get a gun point at yourself. You're like, I think it looks fun. I think it looks really hilarious.
I think this is gonna be the greatest Warner Brother movie of all time.
Not that the last 3 weren't excellent.
I think it looks really fun, and I think it looks funny, and it looks like a good time. It looks like another good Lego movie, so I'm excited. I did not give a shit before, and then I saw this trailer, and I was like, oh, okay, it looks fun.
Yeah, so I didn't watch it. I'm joking. No, no, but I agree. I
saw
agree
Lego
with,
Batman. He definitely saw.
Yeah, I agree with both Miller and Dylan. I didn't give a shit about this movie. I was honestly kind of mad because I watched some of the animated series and I was just like, why are you remaking this? It was good, but yeah, I like how they're adapting it. It looks really, really funny. I like the opening scene in this, like the Lloyd thing. And you ruined my life. I was like, I was never in your life, to begin with. So I really love that. The animation looks really good too. Like it actually feels like they're doing kung fu or karate with like how the character in the last shot uses the fridge. Like that feels like something out of the Jackie Chan movie. Which that was pretty cool. So yeah, I mean I'm really excited for this movie, and hopefully I wasn't too fond of the Lego Batman movie. I thought it was just a little too silly. But hopefully they can deliver something once again with the Lego Ninjago movie. So, moving on to our final topic, the Samurai Jack Season 5 trailer was released, this week. And it was released. This is a limited series. This is going to be the final season of Samurai Jack. It's returning after, 15 years or something. It's returning after 15 years. Most of the creative team is coming back. Phil Lamar is coming back to voice Jack. It's taking place about 50 years after the end of the last series. Jack hasn't aged, and Aku is still has his hold over the land, and it's pretty much Jack's journey to finally defeat Aku. We're going to find out a lot about Jack and a lot about some of the secrets of the series that were kind of withheld from us in the original series, because this is the end, and we're going all in. So I won't go into my thoughts of the trailer. I'll actually ask Will first. Will, how did it feel not watching this trailer?
I am fucking dick useless this entire fucking podcast.
I was rooting for you, Will. I was hoping you were actually gonna watch it.
I don't give a fuck about Samurai Jack. I've never watched that show ever in my life. 15 years ago, I was too old for fucking Samurai Jack.
Okay.
15 years ago, I was in the army learning how to kill people.
Well, then Samurai Jack would have came in handy, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, but I didn't watch it.
Could have. Dylan, how was it not watching the Samurai Jack? Because I know you didn't.
I don't fucking care about Samurai Jack. I'm sorry. I've never watched the show before.
I had a feeling. Miller, how was it watching the Samurai Jack trailer? Because I trust you to do your job.
It was great. I'm really excited for the show because, it was only a matter of time in the age of TV reboots and remakes that this should happen, because it deserves to happen, because we never got a proper closure on the TV show. So I'm really curious to see how they'll wrap things up, because I liked the show when I was younger. I haven't seen it in a while, but I'll probably rewatch it before this new one comes out. But that trailer looked really interesting with all the all the places Jack was. So I'm definitely excited to see how this turns out. And I know, I pretty much guarantee they're not going to fuck this up, because if they do, what's the fucking point anymore?
Yeah, I agree. I completely. Samurai Jack was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. I haven't seen all of the series because they kind of played it out of order a little bit, so I've only seen bits and spurts. But I've been.
Is that why I got canceled?
I think so, but yeah, I've been trying to catch up on YouTube, watching a few episodes, but I can't. I've been watching this trailer every single fucking day. I can't wait for this damn thing. I like how broken Jack looks. I like his new enemies. I like, I'm forgetting the voice actress's name, but how she says, "And go kill the samurai." It just, it is the music behind it, the animation. They haven't really. It looks more polished, but they haven't changed that style. It just feels like you're going back home. I can't wait to see how they conclude this thing. I agree with you, Miller. They can't fuck this up, and I doubt they will. It just looks awesome. It looks a little bit more adult. I like how it's aged with its audience, so it can be a little bit more adult. It can be a little bit more violent. It can be a little bit more darker.
It's on at 11 o'clock at night on tomorrow.
Yeah, and Jack kills a person. Jack's never killed a person, but Jack will kill a person in this season. You're going to see him deal with that.
Oh, Darren.
I wonder who he's going to kill.
Oh, Darren, they could fuck this up. Isn't Cartoon Network owned by Warner Brothers?
Oh, God. Samurai Jack leaves his own TV show.
The last episode, there's a big cliffhanger between him and that big bad guy this season. I can't remember the name of. And then the next episode is just completely unrelated to anything. It's just some spin-off about the other character, and they're like, "Thanks for watching." And then fucking the Looney Tunes things comes up on the screen. It's like, that's all, folks.
Warner Brothers still has the hold over the land. But yeah, it's just it looks great, and I can't wait to watch it. Dylan, I really do recommend that you watch this TV show because it is awesome. If
Dylan probably thinks
maybe, but yeah. Do you guys like the Hotel Transylvania movies?
I've never seen them.
Okay, never mind. Moving on. So yeah, that was our.
He brought that up because the creator director
Yeah.
there was relevance to that.
Yeah, or Symbiotic Titan. Has anybody heard of that?
Nope.
I've heard of that.
So that was the end of our. This is the end of our podcast, where I go sit in the corner and realize how alone I am. So yeah, that was all of our topics today. What'd you guys think of this podcast? Please let me know. Let us know in the comment sections below. Also, check out our Twitter page at Till the Last Credit.
Till the Last Credit.
Please go check out our
Last Cred.
at Till the Last
Okay.
Cred.
Rest in peace, Friday the 13th. I'll miss you until you get rebooted again.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about that. Yeah.
Cred.
I mean, there's not really anything to say about it. It's just like they fucked up.
Yeah, thank God. Also, check out our website, Till the Last Credit. We have a few new articles up on there. Dylan Boyd just did his review on John Wick 2, and I also wrote up a few articles on Matt Reeves possibly directing the Batman, and also
Probably.
And also, I wrote up something on the Avengers Infinity War behind the scenes. Also, check out our YouTube channel for Tisha Eaton's Fantasy Friday, where she talked about the damaging relationship between the two main characters of the 50 Shades franchise.
The empowering relationship.
However you see that relationship. So yeah, that's a few things we have up on our sites, and also keep an eye out for the Happening commentary. And we also did a commentary on on Spider-Man 3.
We did that a month ago. So.
Yeah.
Iron Man 1. So
yeah,
if you want to check that out, that's there.
That too. And we also did a commentary on and we also did a commentary on Spider-Man 3. That was very morbid. So yeah. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this podcast. Dylan, where can everybody find you?
You can find me at OG_NDB on Twitter, and that's basically the only thing I use. So yeah, follow me there because I'm almost at 400.
Cool. Miller, where can everybody find you?
At Miller Farrow on Twitter.
All right, and Will, where can everybody find you?
Facebook.com/WillAvidCritic, at WillAvid on Twitter. That's pretty much the only social media I use. I have a neglected YouTube channel if you want to go and browse some of my older videos from 3 months ago.
They're really bad.
Fuck you.
That's not very nice.
And you can find me.
The world isn't nice.
And you can find me on Twitter at Darren Lacey Jr. You can also find me on YouTube at Darren Lacey Jr.'s Reviews. And you can find me here at Till the Last Credit doing stuff. And you can also find me in a corner contemplating my life. So, that was Till the Last Credit. That was the Till the Last Credit podcast. I really hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you back next week.
Have a terrible Valentine's Day like I'm going to.
Valentine's Day is going to involve, I'm just going to work all day Valentine's Day, and then I'm going to go buy Edge 17. Miller, do you have any plans? Miller, do you have any plans for Valentine's Day?
Nah, I already saw 50 Shades Darker.
My heart out with heart-shaped pizzas with Miller.
Nice. How about you, Bill?
I'm married, so Valentine's Day is just another day.
Ah, that's sweet.
Oh,
Okay.
seriously. My wedding anniversary is February 17th, so that'll
You
be
could have started with that.
Yeah, but it was funnier the other way.
True.
Right. Okay. Well, bye.